be quite as nice as it was this weekend. Another gorgeous day. Very warm conditions, some places getting up into the 80s. We do have some changes as we head into the next work week, though. But here's a look at those temperatures right now at 5:30. Still 70s in plenty of places like Burbank, Simi Valley, 71, as well as in LA, 71 Ontario, 69 right now in Riverside, but well above average once again today for that daytime high in downtown Los Angeles. We got up to 77 degrees above that average of 68. And just like yesterday, plenty of our inland spots got into those 80s as well. So places like Woodland Hills up to 83 today, Chatsworth in those low 80s, as well as your Belinda, Temecula, and Fillmore. Here's a look at those winds. We had some very gusty conditions yesterday, so things have definitely calmed. Just some light breezes out there, and those winds have started to shift onshore as well. Things are going to continue to change as we head into next week. That gradual cooling will continue, so by midweek we're going to top out in those 60s instead of those 70s and 80s. And then by Wednesday, Thursday, that's when we have our first chance of getting a few showers. But the better chance will be this coming weekend. We're still looking at those rainfall totals. As we get closer, we'll be able to give you more specifics on the numbers. But here's a look at the next 7 days. So those temperatures to start off that work week will be in those 60s and 70s. But again, we'll get a little bit cooler as we head towards the latter part of the week, topping out mostly in those 60s for most areas as we begin the month of February. And then here's a check of the mountains and deserts along with the storm for this upcoming weekend. We're expecting some mountain snow for the most part on the higher elevations. I'll send it back.
Oh, what do they yell? What do they yell usually?
Row?
No. Huh? Stroke. That's it. Stroke. Stroke. Not row.
Not row.
Yeah, it's Monday.
Rick just nailed it. Talk about a workout.
Reminds me of the outriggers in Hawaii. We are looking at some very pleasant weather again today. I mean, it was gorgeous this weekend, was it not?
Oh, yeah.
We had lots of sunshine.
Spent the day outside yesterday.
The temperatures were very spring-like, almost summer-like, with those numbers getting up to the 70s. I mean, we had some winds, but it wasn't as bad as before, so that's the good news. And we are going to continue the dry conditions today before some active weather gets back, and I'll show you that in the 7-day forecast. In the meantime, here's a live look outside of Long Beach, the Queen Mary there in the distance, along with the cruise ship that's in port. We've got some high clouds outside, so perhaps a partly cloudy to partly sunny sky outlook as you get ready for your day. In the meantime, if you're traveling to other parts of the country, maybe Atlanta, not bad today. Those temperatures, though, in the 50s, near 60 degrees, with more wet weather headed for our boys in our Rams as they get ready for the game this weekend. Otherwise, low pressure across the Midwest, some very cold temperatures dipping south from the Canada Arctic area. Otherwise, for us over SoCal, no rain. That stays offshore, as you can see, but some high mid-level clouds out there today. As far as rainfall totals, as we get ready for another round of rain, the midweek here and also this upcoming weekend, I just want to give you an update. We are almost 2.5 inches above seasonal averages, so we're off to a great start this rainfall season year, and we're going to get another chance to add to that, perhaps another ½ an inch to an inch there to the bucket as we head into this upcoming weekend. Temperatures on the sand today, 68 to 73 degrees. Not too much in the way of surf, maybe 2 to 4 feet for Ventura, LA. And as we look at our 7-day forecast, breaking it down for you here, temperatures will stay above the average today, tomorrow, into Wednesday. And then Wednesday, we'll start to see some increasing clouds. And there is a small chance for some showers, it looks like, on Thursday. And then some lingering showers on Friday before a more active weekend sets up. This pattern looking at some rain for Saturday into Monday perhaps, and of course some mountain snow. It'll be breezy up in the mountains and deserts today, but no advisories. And then look at the wet weather as it moves in Wednesday into Thursday, possibly continuing into the weekend and early next week. So get prepared for that as we look for the danger once again for our recently burned areas. I'll keep you posted, of course.
We captured this sunrise, Maria, just a short time ago, where we will be the warmest spot in the nation again, likely today. Yesterday it was Fillmore, at 83 degrees. Red sky. What a way to start our Tuesday.
There it is. Rick, thank you for that. We did have a beautiful sunset as well yesterday.
While the rest of the nation is in a
because of the
deep
high
freeze.
clouds.
I know. We're
know.
kind of rubbing it in by Rick saying we had the hottest temp in the nation.
The warmest temperatures,
Well, yeah.
definitely.
It's okay. We can rub it in.
That's why we pay the high taxes. I mean, everyone packs up at this point. I mean, when we talk about how cold it's going to get, or it has been really for parts of the upper Midwest, you know that they're just daydreaming about moving out towards Southern California. And we are going to have the best weather again. Despite the rain that we are expecting in the middle and latter part of this week, we are still looking at some gorgeous weather conditions. Downtown LA, here's a live look outside, just some patchy clouds. Otherwise, oops, a little blue. Forgive us, but we are looking at some very nice weather conditions compared to where Alex is at in Atlanta, where it's much cooler. By the way, if you are planning to go still for the big game, Super Bowl forecast for you on Sunday in Atlanta. At kickoff, 3:30 in the afternoon for us, it'll be about 55 degrees, 40% chance for showers, which will not impact the game at all because it has that retractable roof. Speaking of Atlanta right now, there is a chance for some showers there, 44 degrees there as the high expected, 7 below. That's the high temperature today expected in Minneapolis. Look at Chicago, just 4. But when you factor in the wind and the wind chill, you know it's going to be much colder than that. 53 in Seattle, 59 in San Francisco. We are watching a couple of storm systems to impact our weather here as we look ahead to the middle and latter part of this week and into the weekend, actually. So you want to alter your plans if you have some outdoor plans coming up. In the meantime, today, 66 degrees in San Diego. Look at the big trough, that dip in the jet stream. That's what's allowing all of that cold air, that Arctic air mass to move south, even as far south as Texas today. There's that area of low pressure, the first one we're watching. There's another one well off into the Pacific, which will be bringing us some rain as early as tomorrow night into Thursday. Here's one of the computer models we like to use to illustrate what we're expecting. No rain really until about 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. You can see the leading edge of that cold front moving into Northern California. And then as we put it into motion tomorrow night, still fairly clear. And then it makes its way overnight, it looks like, according to this model, into Thursday morning. We'll see rain move into Santa Barbara County, Ventura. This first one, not as much rain as the one we're expecting over the weekend. Look at this big wave of moisture, a big, deep cold front moving in sometime over this weekend. And we are going to look for problems potentially over our recently burned hillsides. In the meantime, 2 to 4 foot sets for our surf. 72 today and dry. Rain starts late tomorrow night into Thursday, continuing on through the weekend into early on Monday. Tony, I was looking up in Chicago. Your alma mater, Northwestern, closed for the next couple of days.
Yeah. I remember when that happened when I was there.
It's
You know
when
how
you
long
packed-
ago that was?
You packed your bags.
I
and
was in the Stone Age.
came
Ice
here.
Age.
Stone Age.
No, okay. But here's the thing.
Very
How do you
cold,
even
yeah.
function in that? I lived in New York for 20 years. It never got that cold, but it's hard to function in that cold weather.
Well,
No, you can't function in that
can't. That's
weather.
why they're having you stay indoors. They've got the rail system shut down, and very dangerous conditions up there in the upper Midwest. In fact, most of the country
There's
really
Chicago.
experiencing the effects of that deep freeze. Look at that.
Well, at least the lake
frozen
is
over.
still moving.
A little bit. Guess what the temperature is there right now?
I'm going to
Negative
say 20 below.
30.
Close, Tony. You really do have a good memory of that place. 19 below currently.
Ooh.
Yeah, you remember, don't you? Looking at those very cold temperatures. In fact, it's not going to warm up very much from that 19 below. It should get up to about 14 below zero in Chicago this afternoon. Same for Minneapolis. That cold air, that polar vortex streaming all the way south into Dallas today. Look at the high in Dallas, 52, 44. That's it. That's the high temperature in Atlanta. So you know across the desert Southwest will be the warmest across the country today, all because of this area of high pressure, which is weakening, by the way, because now we are watching a couple of storm systems to impact our weather. The first one moving in late tonight into early tomorrow morning. So Megan, you asked about the rain earlier. It will be coming in tomorrow morning, and then yet again another round. You can see it just offshore moving in over the weekend. Here's one model. This is as of very early tomorrow morning at 3 o'clock. You can see how the showers are still well up near Santa Barbara County. It will move into right about drive time tomorrow for SoCal. And then it is a quick moving storm, so it'll bring us some heavy downpours at times, but it'll move out quickly. That next system moves in Friday night into Saturday morning, and this is a more dynamic system. Look at how wide this model is picking up all of this moisture from Northern California south. And look at the heavy rain bands moving in by Saturday morning. That will continue through most of the morning into the afternoon on Saturday. In fact, inclement weather continuing into early next week. We're watching a third storm to move in Sunday night into Monday. So temperatures will drop as a result, as you can see here. Also plenty of mountain snow expected with these systems as they roll in. Great news for our local resorts, but you really do want to prepare for that travel up to the mountains beginning tomorrow into early next week. So yeah, more rain in our bucket coming.